Keith here from Lewis Jewelers, and I would like to take a quick moment to say how grateful and thankful we are to all of our local and online clients we have helped out this past year. We truly appreciate your business every day and for making Lewis Jewelers one of the most talked about jewelers in Michigan with over 750 five-star Google reviews. We appreciate the honor to keep celebrating your moments together. Stay safe, be well, and go blue.
Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com here with Michigan linebacker Junior Colson. I almost called you Rivals 100 linebacker Junior Colson. It's funny, Junior. The last time I saw Junior Colson, I was. Do you remember we were eating at that one spot in Ann Arbor?
Oh, Zingerman's.
Zingerman's. Okay. See, I didn't want to leave out their name, but last time I was with Junior, I ate with him and his parents, and Junior downed this what was it, like a T-bone steak in 2 minutes. Yeah. I've never seen anyone eat a steak that fast, man. It was ridiculous. Even the waitress came by and was like, "Oh my God." But nah, Junior, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Enjoying everything that God has given me. I'm enjoying talking to you right now, so life's been good.
Yeah, I told Junior before we started this that I missed covering him. His class was really cool, and obviously Junior was one of my favorites, just getting to know him throughout the process. And we were at that dinner and I was like, Junior, I'm never going to interview you again. And now here we are because of NIL. Obviously, that's kind of been big for you guys, being able to make money, especially you guys as a freshman. You're getting paid right now through me. So, tell me a little bit about NIL and, how you and some of your teammates have reacted to this new rule allowing you guys to profit off yourselves.
NIL has been interesting for a lot of our players and a lot of my good friends here. We're not rushing into anything where we're taking it slow. We're taking our time, making sure we go through the process properly. We're not just signing any deals. I see a lot of kids just sign any deal they see out there. I'm like, you're not reading the fine print. So I try to leave most of the NIL stuff to my parents. I'm like, let's get everything situated out. I got time. I don't need to sign anything right now. So I don't know how it went off. I'll sign my first one, but just wait on my parents, to get everything situated.
Yeah. So what are some things you've talked about with your parents? Your mom, Melanie's obviously very involved. Your dad, Steve's really awesome dude. So what have you talked about with them about how you guys are going to set things up? What do you kind of have in the works to make sure everything's, set up?
Yeah. Well, right now, I know my mom's creating me a website. She LLC, so I'll own the name and all that stuff. I can sell products, can receive stuff, just sign deals with different people. But she is making sure we do everything the right way, so that later in time we don't get in trouble. Because I know right now it's still in the early works of the NIL, so new rules are gonna come out, new different things. So right now we're just trying to make sure go through the process so that those don't stop us in the later when sometimes don't stop some players. Just enjoy college.
Yeah, definitely. So let's transition over to Michigan, man. Just tell me a little bit about how everything's been going for you up in Ann Arbor. How are you enjoying it?
It's a new state. It's my third home. It's only been a couple places, and I've really enjoyed this process. A lot of people around here have been brought me into their fold. So I feel like a family here, which is one reason I committed here. The coaches are amazing. People in town, they're fabulous. They're probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Every time you go outside, you're like, hi, introducing me new people. And if I'm a big homebody type of person, so I like being at home, and I just feel like this has become my second home. I haven't been as homesick as I thought I would be. So it's been a good process. It's been a good transition.
Definitely. What's been the biggest adjustment, would you say, going from high school to Michigan? I know you've been there a couple of semesters because you enrolled early. So what's kind of been that big thing that's really taken adjusting?
Being on your own. I think that's probably the biggest thing. Being on your own, still be able to hold yourself accountable, even though your parents are not here, still being able to, like, hold those same integrities that you had growing up, not letting, people sway you, attention sway you, just having that freedom. Cause like, it's a gift to have that freedom. So, you know, take it granted, but like still be that same person you were before. You don't have to change everything about you just because you're in a new place, parents not looking out for you and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest things I have to learn.
On the football field, what's it been like just getting to, practice, be a part of the Michigan program, kind of take me through your time within the actual football program?
Yes, sir. It's been amazing. Practice has been amazing. I've enjoyed it from like the first day of practice. My new coaches there. When I first came, I was like skeptical, but after I met them, got to work with them, they're amazing. They're probably some of the best coaches. They're probably the best coaches I've worked with. I believe they can take me to the next level of my talent. Players are amazing. They like to compete, which is what I love. I love to compete. So like, we're always pushing each other. It's like, and I love the linebacker room. Linebacker room is probably like my favorite thing. Cause like, there is no bad blood between us. There's no hate. We're always competing. But at the end of the day, we bring each other together, hold each other accountable. It's like, you can pass a player on the depth chart, but like, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna love you at the end. You're still gonna compete, which is what I've enjoyed so far here. Because it's like a lot of people like are selfish, but around here there's not much selfishness. It's mostly about coming together, becoming the best we can be, becoming the best team. So we can go out there and dominate during game days. And then iron sharpens iron. And that's what we believe in.
Awesome. Other than Junior Colson, who's impressed you in the linebacker room, and how much are you learning from some of those other upperclassmen?
Josh Ross has impressed me a lot. I like everything about him. He's a great player. He's a great person. First, he's a great person. And then he's taken me under his wing, so he's taught me a lot of things, different things I could add to my game. I love working with him. Mike B, he's a funny dude. I work with him too. He likes to compete. I like to compete. So we're always competing in speed because he's one. Before I came there, he still is probably one of the fast guys there. So he can move. So we always competing in speed. And then Solo's been great help. He's kind of become one of like my really good friends. So I've came here like he's a good guy.
Definitely. So, you mentioned the coaching staff being, some of the best coaches you've been around. These weren't necessarily the guys that recruited you. Obviously, Brian Jean Mary, Don Brown, those guys no longer there. Now you have a combo of Mike McDonald, George Hilo. Let's start off with George Hilo, since he's your position coach specifically. What stood out to you about Hilo throughout the first few months?
Hilo, we kind of go a little bit back because he was at Maryland and he had recruited me pretty hard from Maryland. But he's a great coach. I probably meet with him every day, just on film, making sure I know everything, like just to be able to play at my best. And he tries to teach me every position on the field. So like it's not just like you just play one position. He can switch me around, move me to be my best potential, and just it's been amazing working with him.
What about Mike McDonald, man? Everybody's kind of said that he's like a really X's and O's guy, like coming from the Baltimore Ravens. Like, well, what can you tell me about Coach McDonald?
He's a great guy. He's a great person. Coaching wise, he's phenomenal. That man's a genius when it comes to coaching. Just coming up with plays, making sure just coming up with plays on the fly too. Sometimes because during practice, we're like, oh, let's make this adjustment. Which is what I really enjoy because like you can tell like how it will be in the game. Saying like he can make adjustments on the fly instead of like, oh, you're losing to this team, but like you already made the game plan, you can't change anything about it. But that's like one thing I've seen about him. Like, and his background's deep. You can't coach in the NFL for that long without knowing what you're doing. And he's brought that on to college, and I think he's probably this year he's gonna show that he's probably like the best coach out there.
So with the transition with the new coaches, they also brought in a new defensive scheme. How are you kind of fitting into that scheme?
Uh, I think the scheme fits me like better than most schemes would. Like, 'cause they have me, I can play multiple positions, but I'm playing inside, which is why I've always wanted to play. Because then I can just go from sideline to sideline. I feel easier instead of being from like on one side of the field, being stopping me from from going out, doing my thing.
Talk a little bit more about kind of that in depth. What spot do they have you at in particular, and what are some of your assignments within this defensive scheme?
They have me in particular at will right now. So I've been learning will, been learning uh everything about the position because I usually play outside. So it's been new to me just having to take on blocks and doing all these different things. Uh and the plays are amazing that they've added onto there. They've added different types of plays that like that are, the defense is meant for linebackers to eat. So like that's one of the things I really like is like everything funnels to the linebackers on our whole defense. So everything's like if you're doing your job, you'll always be on the tackle.
Right. So I've heard some rumblings you have a chance for early playing time. Where do you kind of sit with everything right now? How excited are you that you might get on the field as a true freshman?
I'm really excited that I might go on the field as a true freshman. Hey, it's coming along really well. Love the process. Still got a long way to go from where I want to be, but like they believe in me. I believe in myself too, and I think with both of us working together, we can achieve our goal.
Right. So one of the things I definitely wanted to ask you about is actually the strength and conditioning program. That's usually pretty big for freshmen. Look at you. I know that was big in your recruitment too. Tell me why you're smiling.
Uh, our strength coaches are absolute geniuses. Coach Herb, he's probably the best. No, I know he's definitely the best strength coach in the nation. Uh, he's helped me with everything, every little detail. It's not just about, oh, how much weight can you push? It's like every little small detail. He's like, make sure I can improve on. So like when I do step on the field, I can be the best player out there. And then you can tell like I've filled out a lot more since I've came into the program. And it's not even about just like putting on weight. It's like just making sure you're strong enough, you're physical enough, everything like the proper mindset, the proper tools to go out there and dominate. Everything's about dominating. So he's kind of still down to me. He's kind of like I feel like a mold that he's slowly shaping into like the perfect guy.
What are you at right now? What are you weighing these days, Junior?
I'm weighing 230.
230.
Yeah, I wasn't trying. They were like, we don't need to put much more weight on you. We just need to work around it, mold you to be stronger. So it's not like I've not been trying to put on too much weight. I've gained about 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm not working on that. And then I DICE the scan. So then it tells you like all your body steps. And then it's like, it's been good. It's been coming along really well.
Yeah, you didn't need to gain that way. I think you got there at like what, like 220?
Yeah, about 220.
Right. Okay, cool. So, obviously, yeah, everything's been going well on the football side. What about just, the academic side? What's the transition been like going from high school to college, in the classroom?
The academic side is probably the easiest thing that's come along. It's intriguing because like most of my classes were online, so when I interacted with people, but it was like weird and different.
Right.
So, but I enjoyed it. I had 2 semesters down, and school's starting up in a little bit. So I'm kind of excited to meet new people, actually walk into class, to actually get the college experience. That's what I'm looking forward to. But it's been a good semester.
Yeah, so you said really, I guess the only interaction you've had is with your teammates. I know you've got a couple of roommates. Just talk a little bit about, the camaraderie you're building with some of the guys on the team right now, some of the guys you came in with as freshmen.
I think we are growing something special, not just with the freshmen, but like all together. Like when our freshman class came, it's kind of like push everyone to like compete more. As some of the upperclassmen have told me, they're like, yeah, y'all's class really kind of pushed us when you came early. It's because there was like competition during spring ball was like higher. Everybody was more excited. Coach has been raving about it. It's been like it has been fun. It's like the most exciting spring ball we've had. And so now we're trying to take that into camp. Then we are always building each other up. So we've done like team building stuff, bringing ourselves together. Uh, hopefully it'll be a good fall camp. And some of the freshmen I've got to know a lot of them. You know, especially the ones that came late. Get to see them, like how they are like doing like walkthroughs a little bit. But I'm not really an extrovert person, so like I don't really try to go out there and try to meet new people. So I kind of like try to stay to myself. And then like a couple of my friends here and there.
Junior lies. He's always had a smile on his face. No, man, but everybody loves Junior. What do you mean, man?
No, but like they do. Like, but like, I'm not one to like go out and try like meet new people every now. You know, I'm more of like I'll smile, I'll have fun, like enjoy life, but like I'm not like always talking and stuff. I'm more just like I listen, I observe. I'll be there, but like I don't know.
Well, you were, obviously one of my favorite guys, one of my highest rated guys, with the other two, really having high grades being JJ McCarthy, Donovan Edwards. What has it been like going up against those two guys in practice?
It's amazing. It's been an amazing time. Donovan, he loves to compete. So we're always competing. So like he brings out like the competitive spirit in me. So I think for the next 3 years, we're just gonna keep making each other better, making each other like being the best. Because like we've talked about, like a lot of times we were like, by the time we get to like pros and stuff, we're gonna be like, when we play go up against other people, we're gonna be like, I've been up against the best already. And this is like nothing new to me. Most of the time, like I can take whatever you throw at me. But and then Jay's been he's been dominating. He's been doing his thing. He loves to compete too. So we're always like making like little small bets about competitive back during pass back. And he's like, I bet I'll complete every pass. If I don't, it's $20. So and it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a fun competition to go up against those two.
Awesome, Junior. So I don't want to keep you for too long, so we'll just ask you a couple kind of away from the field questions. Take me back through your recruiting process. A lot of fans like don't really get to hear. They get to hear from you throughout the recruiting process, but it's like daily updates, and it's not really like what's going on behind the scenes. So take me back through your recruiting process, some of your favorite parts, maybe some fun memories, just overall recruitment.
I think my recruitment process was pretty fun. A lot of people said it's like it was like stressful and hectic, but mine was pretty fun. My family tried to make us as like least stressful as it can be. So we're always like making a schedule with coaches and stuff. So it was pretty amazing recruitment process. I met amazing new coaches. Now some of them are even in the pros. And I was happy that I was able to like build those type of relationships and not like just throw everything away. So it's been good. I've talked to some of them that's been in the pros already. Uh, but it was pretty fun recruitment process.
Anything that like sticks out in particular, like that, man, like I really thought that was like a cool moment during the recruiting process.
Uh, I don't know. I enjoyed every aspect of it. I was like just in awe to be like part of that, you know, being part of like, oh wow, I can go college for free. So in every moment I cherished it. I was like excited. So everything was just like fun to me. I was like, oh wow, everything was like new, intriguing.
Nice, nice. So, why was Michigan the pick, and how happy are you with the decision that you did make?
Uh, Michigan was picked because I believed in us and I believed in family, and they've made me feel like a family. Coach Harbaugh, all the coaches, new ones too. I feel like they're my extended family. They kind of added on to that. So one of the big reasons why I committed there. Uh, and what was the second question?
Just how happy are you with the decision now that you've actually been at Michigan?
I'm really happy about it. I can already see the future. I can see myself becoming who I hope to be, the man I hope to be off the field, the man I hope to be on the field, and it's coming along. It's coming along really well.
So you've gotten to pay it back a little bit, going from recruit to player. I know you helped recruit Miles Pollard this cycle. Tell me a little bit about being involved with him.
Uh, I love being involved with him because he's one of my best friends. We've known him for a long time. We played together. Now we were teammates in high school. Now being teammates in college is it's the best thing you could ask for. Having someone that you can trust and to rely on being outside of you playing with them. And our chemistry has been really well. So I think I enjoy recruiting people. I don't know why. I enjoy doing it. I watched their film yeah, I want this kid to play with me. I want to be out there with them in a couple of years.
Have you gotten to know any other like members of the class coming in, or like have you helped recruit any guys?
I've gotten to know Will. Gotten to know him quite a bit. He's coming in. I saw him yesterday too. He's a quiet dude. He's a quiet dude, but he's an awesome guy. He's an awesome kid. And there's a couple of linebackers that I've watched. I worked with during camp when they came to camp here. That are committed here. I'm excited for them to come up too. Just, build a tradition, build a process, come compete.
Yeah, Will Johnson, Miles Pollard should be quite the corner duo to be around you on that defense. But a lot of people do know about your story, and it's a long story, so I don't expect you to say it all. But you're originally from Haiti, you were adopted, you came here. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons you do cherish every opportunity, and you did cherish every opportunity during the recruiting process. Like I said, it's a really long story, so I don't expect you. We could do an entire 2-hour movie on it, but tell me a little bit about just your background, how you ended up coming from Haiti to being a football player at Michigan.
It was a surreal process because it's even something I still can't believe. I'm like, kid that came from Haiti being all the way here now, but I don't know. I always feel like I gotta thank my parents back at home in Haiti, just being able to put me in the right situation, in the right orphanage, to get me adopted by my current parents here. And they just tried to implement what they thought my parents at home had in mind for me to be able to succeed. So they'll always put me at the top of their list. So everything we did was always top tier. Wow, it's surreal. It's amazing just being here. It's not a lot of people get this type of opportunity because from starting all the way down there, I just think God has blessed me with so much, and that's why I do it.
Awesome, Junior. So last question before, or actually 2 more questions. I'm sorry. It's like catching up with an old friend, man. We just talk all day. But anything you want to tell the Michigan fans about you, Junior Colson? Part of this NIL thing is getting to know you as an actual dude. What would you tell the Michigan fans about yourself that maybe a lot of people don't know?
I don't know. I don't like talking about myself that much.
Junior, you talk to me about yourself all the time.
Yeah, but that's different. It's talking to friend, But I truly don't know. That question caught me by surprise. I'm a nice guy, I guess. I'm a nice guy.
All right, Junior. Junior, the nice guy. Give him an NIL deal. Last thing for you, man. How excited are you about the future of Michigan? What are some of your goals for this year?
I'm really excited about the future of Michigan. We're headed. I feel like we have the right mindset, the right experience. So I think everything's gonna go the right way. We can go really far. And I have some big goals for the season, but I also have some team goals. So I always try to put the team first. I feel like my personal goals, if I achieve the team goals, my personal goals will get achieved as well. So then most of my personal goals being a contributor, making all freshman All-American, all that stuff. But I try not to focus on all those. I try to focus on like what can I do to help the team win. And then everything else will fall into place.
Awesome, Junior. It's been a pleasure to catch up with you, man. I appreciate it.
So definitely, thank you.